सरफराज पे बाद में आऊंगा. सरफराज जिस तरीके से आउट हुए, लाइक मेरा थोड़ा एक डिफरेंट ओपिनियन था कि शायद ही कुड हैव गॉन ऑन टू प्ले हिज अटैकिंग क्रिकेट मोर देन दिस डिफेंस, तो शायद वो डिफरेंट होता. बट अगेन लर्निंग कर्व फॉर द यंगस्टर. बट यू नो, ध्रुव जुरेल, वी हैव बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट हिम फॉर द लास्ट 3 days and he is not, he has been just phenomenal. With whether you talk about his keeping, you talk about his batting, you talk about his composure, you talk about his run scoring technique. What do you have to say?
No, absolutely. I fully expect him to be man of the match, and we'll talk about him. But before we get into him, I just want to say when did we have so much fun watching a test series in India? Fun, not 4-0, not BGT fun. You know, when India was pushed to the limit, when a team without their first choice bowling pushed India. It has been, like I predicted, the best test series of this year. Hats off to everyone involved on both sides. Also, I want to say, क्योंकि हम अक्सर पिच वालों की बुराई करते हैं. Thank you to Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, Rajkot, and Ranchi for giving us pitches on which every single player had a say. He was brought in. Fast bowlers से लेकर spinners तक, batsmen, everything has been here. Please, 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 20 से वालों हमें ऐसे pitches और दो ताकि हमारे players टेस्ट हो जाए और उसी टेस्टिंग कंडीशंस में ध्रुव जुरेल जैसा युवा खिलाड़ी उठकर आए, सीना मतलब तान के आ जाए. That's what I wanted to say first. Again, Dhruv Jurel, 90, 30 something not out. Are the selectors watching? It was so fitting. It's so fitting that Shubman Gill, 24, 25 something, and Jurel, 23 something, were the ones finishing off. I don't want to see non-performing seniors come back. I want youngsters. भाई ये fail होंगे तभी तो सीखेंगे. Hats off to these guys for picking this guy on our screen and for backing him. Like Tosbai said, Pant, मेरे favorite player, वो आएंगे वापस. This 23-year-old boy should not be dropped again.
Yeah, but with not performing seniors, whom do you expect Jamie to not make a comeback in the 11?
KL Rahul.
Okay.
Rohit Sharma is living, to my mind, is living on borrowed time. You cannot be scoring 100 every test series. Yeah. The Jaiswal, the Sarfarazes, the Jurel, these players have to play, you know. और ये fail होंगे. शुभमन गिल की हमने इतनी बुराई करी, all said and done. 100, a 91, and a 50 something not out. He will struggle. He will. But these guys, these players who want to skip the Ranji matches and play IPL, they shouldn't come back now. Let these guys play. Yeah.
True. Kanav, what are your thoughts about this partnership between Gill and Jurel? I mean, we were in a spot of bother. 5 down, still 50, 60 odd needed, more than 50 needed, and Jurel comes in, shows his composure. As I said, gives confidence to someone like a Gill who has been, shaky in this whole series, despite having a 90 odd and 100 as well.
Absolutely. I mean, see, Gill was struggling, even though he was on the crease, he was struggling big time. And this is Dhruv Jurel. When he came in, he was looking very positive. He was looking for singles, doubles, and that is exactly what helped Gill. अगर गिल के सामने भी जडेजा जैसा कोई लगातार खड़ा रहता, गिल पे भी वो प्रेशर आ जाता, because the scoreboard was not moving, and it was Dhruv Jurel who came in, who maybe had a word with Gill. And you see, such a young player, दूसरा टेस्ट मैच लाइव का पहला दूसरा, और उसमें to have this calm mind के I'll take you through the storm, let's just score runs, let's just take singles and doubles, because Gill had completely shut shop before Jurel came in. Or back-to-back wickets of Jadeja and Sarfaraz obviously would have added more pressure on Gill. But what a great partnership for India. You needed two calm heads on the crease who knew that the target is not big. It's just that we don't need to take the pressure on ourselves. हाँ, अगर कोई और team होती, England होती, they would have gone the aggressive way. Let's hit every second ball. Let's find boundaries. For 30 overs, there was not even a single boundary. Now, even though India won, this is something that personally as a fan I can't accept, that for 30 overs you can't find a single boundary. That is a very, very negative side of what India did with the bat in the second innings. This worked this time because target chota tha. But 30 overs without boundary.
But when it came down, when it was required, उसने फिर 2 छक्के भी तो मार दिए ना जब
no, जब 15 रन रह गए, obviously then the pressure goes off कि 15 रन है, वो उसकी इतनी बैटिंग है हमारी कि 15 रन मेरे बाद मार लेगी in case मैं आउट हो जाऊं. I completely agree. I'm not saying कि you should have taken risk कि आप यहाँ बढ़ के छक्का मार दो, वहां मार दो. आई एम नॉट इवन टॉकिंग अबाउट सिक्सेस, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 30 overs, 180 balls without boundary means that you are putting so much pressure on yourself. कल को आप दोबारा इस सिचुएशन में पड़ते हैं जब टारगेट चलो 40 रन और ऊपर हुआ, then you can't go
I will
for 180
but I
balls
will
without boundaries.
I will take that because you had another one session and then a day. So अगर 180 की जगह 250
I am
बॉल
not
डॉट
talking.
बिना
I'm
बाउंड्री
not
के
talking.
निकल.
I'm not talking about the calculation. Calculation wise, mathematics wise, this was okay. कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी, आपका जितना टारगेट नहीं था, आपका काफी टाइम था, आपको विकेट्स बचानी थी. But it is about the mindset that the player like Shubman Gill is on the crease for good 30 overs and he is not able to score a single boundary. That is the pressure that he has put on himself. And Gill is the kind of a player who
Okay,
doesn't think like that.
I'll just take that discussion forward and ask Taus bhai, because मैं थोड़ा सा यहाँ differ करता हूँ कनव से. It is okay if they were not scoring boundaries because as Jurel arrived on the crease, the scoreboard started to moving. It was moving, single, double इधर उधर निकल रहे थे. So जो target था वो deficit कम होता जा रहा था. और अगर बाउंड्री नहीं भी आए तो क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है? What are your views on this?
बाउंड्रीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है प्रेशर डालने के लिए. तो इससे पता चल रहा था कि आप शेल में हो, थोड़ा घबराहट है, थोड़ा नर्वसनेस है, कॉन्फिडेंस लैक कर रहे हैं. यार कौन मारेगा वो बाउंड्री, ऑड विकेट जा रहे हैं, आप रिस्क ले रहे हो. तो आप सरफराज को खो दियो, जो बाउंड्री मारता है बंदा, जो मार सकता था या चेंज कर सकता था गेम इन लाइक 20-30 मिनट, बट वो जल्दी चला गया. फिर आपका जडेजा, we were expecting a lot कि यार भाई एटलीस्ट वो खत्म कर देगा. 74 is not a big score, especially on this. Still it looks big because of the kind of wicket that it had turned out to be, and the bowlers were really threatening because the way they took wickets initially. तो हाँ, runs थोड़ा dry होंगे, but that is a patch. और हर सेशंस में पैचेस में आते हैं रन, या तो पैचेस में ज्यादा रन आते हैं या तो कम आते हैं. फिर धीरे धीरे विकेट थोड़ा बेक होती जाएगी, धूप निकल तो थोड़ा बैटिंग फ्रेंडली हो जाएगी. और फिर जब ध्रुव जुरेल, तो आपको कंडीशंस भी समझ में, अगर वहां पर सरफराज थोड़ा सा रुक जाता इंस्टेड ऑफ एक एरर किया, वो अनफॉर्चुनेट डिसमिसल, अगर वो रुकता तो उसको गेम में विकेट में समझ आती कि भाई क्या है. तो वो धीरे धीरे समझ के वो ही कुड हैव गॉन फॉर अ शॉट. तो वो सेटल होने को टाइम लगता है कि नए बैट्समैन को, तो वो सेटल होने को टाइम लगा होगा इनको, तो वो सेटलमेंट में ही फटाफट चली गई विकेट. फिर इसलिए आपको रन देखने नहीं मिले. देन यू सॉ हाउ दिस गाय केम, थोड़ा परखा, थोड़ा देखा कि क्या ध्रुव जुरेल ने क्या किस तरह से बिहेव कर रहा है विकेट. बताना और होता है जब आप विकेट पे जाते रहते हो, यार दूसरा बंदा आता रहता है कि भाई देख टर्न हो रहा है, थोड़ा स्लो रह रहा है, तो समझ निकलेगा. बट जाके एक्सपीरियंस करना इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग ऑल टुगेदर. तो बंदा एक्सपीरियंस किया. फिर ध्रुव जुरेल को जब आइडिया समझ में आया, यार इट्स नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट, तो उन्होंने अपना शॉट्स अप्लाई किया. और वहां पर शुभमन गिल ऑलरेडी जो सेटल थे, थोड़ा ध्रुव को देखकर कॉन्फिडेंस आया. फिर उन्होंने 2 छक्के जो मारे हैं शोएब बशीर को, तो दैट वाज टेस्ट में नहीं कि भाई अब हम भी हैं गेम में.